You are holding yourself back from living the best life you can and saying things that are destroying your self-confidence. The things you're telling yourself is impacting you way more than you realize. This is why I'm about to list out 5 things that you're doing that's destroying your self-confidence. Before I get started, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please take a moment, pause this video and do so. Adulting is hard and I'm here to help you through it with advice videos I post every Friday. So let's get started. Number 1, you tell yourself you're failing. Just because something feels like it's an uphill battle or is taking you longer than you initially expected it to take, that doesn't mean you're failing. It just means you're in the process of learning and your path looks different than you thought it would. But just because it looks different, that doesn't mean you're not on the right path. Sometimes we as people end up feeling like we're failing because we compare our lives to the lives of others. But just because your path looks different, that doesn't mean the destination's not the same. You're not a failure. You're just progressing forward in a different way than you expected to. Number 2, you tell yourself you're too old to fight for your dreams. The only limitations you have are the ones that you put on yourself. There are countless people who are succeeding in their dreams who started out at a later age. When you say, I'm too old to fight for my dreams, what you're actually saying is, I'm allowing my insecurities to limit me. You need to start believing in yourself. You're not too old to fight for your dreams. Now, depending on your dream, you might have a few challenges you gotta overcome, but that doesn't mean you're not capable of succeeding in your vision. There's a reason why you have that little whispering voice in the back of your head. Listen to that voice. It's time. Number 3, you tell yourself you're not as pretty as the others. Listen, you are just as mother flippin' beautiful as anyone else, and you need to stop telling yourself differently. Think of yourself like ice cream. Everyone has a preference to what flavor they like, but that doesn't make one flavor better than the other. It just makes it different. Now, just because you're wishing your flavor was different, that doesn't take away from the millions of people who would look at you and all they see is beauty. And just because you're having a hard time seeing it, that doesn't mean it's not there. So put on your sexiest clothes, go out there and rock your bad self. You got this. Number 4, you criticize your struggles. Every single struggle you have, you use as a weapon against yourself. You tell yourself you're not good enough, and you remind yourself of the things that are difficult for you. Your struggles are not a reflection of your value. Your struggles are a reflection of your future strength and the things you are going to be able to work through and overcome. Just because they're hard to get through now, that doesn't mean you won't be able to get through them. Number 5, you criticize the things you do well. You are never freaking satisfied with anything you do because you find 100 reasons why it's not good enough. You need to cut that shit out. You know what? I want you to do something for me. I want you to think of someone you truly love, like a child you're protective over. If that kid drew you a picture that they poured their heart into, would you tell them that picture's not good enough? No, you wouldn't, because you're not a heartless turd. You would put that image on your fridge with pride and tell that kid how good of a job they did. Why would you do that? Because you love them. Now I want you to take the same protective love and put it towards yourself. The things you do well, you should be proud of. Stop picking it apart like it's not good enough, because it is good enough. You don't deserve to degrade yourself the way you have been. Your strengths are exactly that. They're strengths. Be proud of that. You earned it. Thank you so much for taking the time and watching this. Remember, I give out weekly advice videos to help you live a better and happier life. I hope you have a wonderful day.